Welcome back to our Hailstorm implementation series. In this video, we're going to talk about customer intake and why it's the key to capturing more customers. We're also going to go over a free digital intake tool that we created that you have access to through your own free Dent Ops account, how to use it, and how it's going to streamline the process for both you and your customers and create just a phenomenal customer experience. By the end of this video, I want to make sure that you're not letting valuable opportunities just walk out your front door. So let's start by talking about why customer intake is so critically important for your business. First off, like I mentioned, you can't let customers leave without capturing their information. If you do, you are literally watching thousands of dollars walk out your front door with the potential that it might never come back and with no way to get them back in your front door, aside from just hoping that they might come back. On that note, you cannot leave your business to chance. Personally, I don't think that hope is a very good business strategy. So if you don't capture the customer's information, you're only hoping that they're going to choose to come back for whatever reason, but you're not setting yourself up for success. You're not giving yourself a chance to contact that customer to try to get them back in, even if they might not be your customer today. They might be your customer next week or next month or in a few months down the road when the hailstorm is tapering off and you're really looking for more business. So it's critically important that you capture the customer information when you get the chance, because the first time they walk through your front door might be the only time that they walk through your front door. If you're questioning if this is going to cause some customers to not want to do business with you or put off some customers, don't worry about it. Nobody is going to bat an eye. Nobody is going to question it. Think about any time you walk into a doctor's office or a dentist's office or somewhere where you have an appointment. One of the first things they do is hand you a clipboard or tell you to go to some website and fill out a form. It's their customer intake form. It's the same process, and you don't bat an eye. It's no different from the customers who are coming into your shop, who are looking to get an estimate, looking to get their car fixed, or just to get a professional opinion. So what you do is they walk in your front door and you say, hey, I'll be right with you. In the meantime, if you could just go ahead and fill out our intake form, I'll be able to help you even faster when I'm able to get over to you. That's it. And that's pretty much how it goes anywhere else that you have to fill out an intake form as well. So let's talk about what does our digital intake solution look like. So first off, again, it's free and it's simple. It's included in your free Dent Ops account for free. Awesome, lots of free stuff. It does require properly configured accounts and sub-profiles. So if you haven't already set up your Dent Ops account and set up your sub-profiles, check out that Module 1 video. We'll also include a link in the description of this video and probably like a little pop-up thing that you could go to help walk you through setting up your Dent Ops account correct, configuring your sub-profiles, and even adding your team members to it. So you'll need to get that set up as a precursor. Why is that important? Well, because each sub-profile actually gets its own branded intake form. So if you have multiple locations that you're running, for example, or you're working with body shops that you want to be able to provide this intake solution to, each sub-profile gets its own intake form, where every time a customer fills out the information for that sub-profile, it's logged under that sub-profile. It also enhances the overall customer experience and just improves organization. In general, it's going to make life way easier for you, whether you're just looking up a customer's information to call them back, or if you're even looking to jumpstart your estimating process, it's already filled out. You can just write an estimate directly in the Dent Ops estimating software, or quick evaluations, which we'll get into in later modules. So what does this experience look like? I'm going to show you first, and then we're going to go through the step-by-step implementation. So I'm over here inside the Dent Ops portal. You'll need to go to app.dentops.com, log in. You might see a page that looks like this or somewhere else that you might land, and you're going to look for Estimator. If you don't see the Estimator option available, and this works on mobile and on desktops and tablets or whatever, it works on any device. If you don't see the Estimator option, you're just going to need to get in touch with Dent Ops support. We have contact information in the video description, and just ask that we enable Estimator on your account. It's a free estimating software, intake form, a bunch of things, and it will continue to grow and expand as well. So you're going to select Estimator. Once it's enabled, you'll get brought to a page that looks something like this. You might even have estimates in there already. You're just going to navigate to the Opportunities section, and then you're going to go up to the top and click View Intake Form. And you should see it might take a second to load up if it's your first time coming to this page. The system just will generate this QR code and the link for you. But for every sub-profile, you have the option to select which intake form that you want to view or use. So in this case, I might say, okay, I'm actually going to stick with the sub-profile it's already at, ProDent PDR Solutions 2. We'll just pretend this is the second location for ProDent PDR Solutions. And now I have a few options at this point. I can either copy this link and I can text it and email it over to a customer. If I'm doing this on my phone, I could show them the QR code and they can scan it with their own phone so that they can upload it. I can copy this link, I can embed this into a website if I wanted to, so that any customer who visits my website, they can just click a little intake form, plug in their information, and now boom, it's in my system. I can click to just open this link myself and fill it out myself. Or one really cool thing we have built into here, which is my personal favorite, is we actually generate a PDF that you can print off. It looks like this. This is actually the exact example we're going to use. It looks like this. It's got your company's logo, your company's name or the sub-profile name. It says customer intake form. I can't tell if you can see that there. Actually, I've got a PDF right here for you. Company logo, company name, customer intake form, a very brief description on how to use this, a QR code so somebody can scan it themselves. It's nice and big, as you can see. As you can see in this, it's nice and big. And the link, if for some reason the scan doesn't work, a link that brings them right to the customer intake form. They can go ahead and I like printing this off, framing it, and sticking it in my lobby or front office. We'll talk about some strategies on how to use this and where to use the intake form and how to use it momentarily. But just for the sake of example, let's go ahead and see how the intake form works. This is what your customers will experience, or you if you're filling this out yourself. So it's going to pop up with a page that looks like this. We're just going to say this is John Doe, and we're just going to plug in some information, john@doe.com. I can even start to do some addresses. We'll just say Main Street. Just going to plug in one of these. Let's say they saw one of our ads. They can say when the damage occurred. If it's this, if this is a hailstorm, oh man, the Sunday storm was crazy. The vehicle year, let's just call this a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado, and let's say that it's red. You can add multiple vehicles. The customer can add multiple vehicles if they want to. Say they have multiple cars that have been damaged. They can add as many as they want to this page. I'm just going to click the next step for right now. If they have insurance information, they could plug it in here. They don't have to if there's no insurance information available. What I can do is I can just start typing something in here. Let's say I have like Progressive. They'll make recommendations there. You can select. If the recommendation doesn't pop up, they can just say whatever. Maybe there's a Progressive Mutual Insurance Company, right? There's no preset selectable. There are no selectable options, so we'll just fill it in and it'll stay like that. Have they filed a claim? Let's say yes, they have filed a claim and they've got a claim number, nice long number. They know that their deductible is $500. Maybe they do have an insurance policy. Their insurance policy does include coverage for a rental vehicle, and maybe their insurance company either has, or let's just pretend that they have not provided a point of contact on this claim. We'll hit next step, and then if there's any other information that they want to share with you, like I have some friends who also got damage. Great. That's really valuable information to know. Now you really want to follow up with this customer. If I hit submit, they have the ability to fill out a new intake form if they want to, or they could just close out of this page. I'm just going to close out of this page. And now from this point, that was the customer's experience. What do you get to experience as the shop? Well, first off, you just kind of passed off this intake, let them do their own intake. Great. That means that their information wasn't messed up. They probably wrote their own name right. They probably wrote their own email address right. They probably got their phone number right. They probably got their address right. All of this stuff that's too easy to mess up when you're just listening to somebody and filling out the information for them or trying to read their handwriting. We just skipped over all of that with this easy digital intake process, okay? But what do you do with that information from this point forward? Well, back here inside of the Dent Ops Estimator app, we're going to go over to Clients first, and you can see the new client that's been created once the page loads up. Boom, right here under the proper sub-profile, we could see all of their information, the note that they left, how they heard about us, their address, everything you need in order to try to follow back up with this customer if they do walk out your front door without you effectively capturing them. everything you really need in order to try to pull them back in, which is awesome. You can make changes there if you want to as well. Now I'm also going to go back over to opportunities and show you probably the most important thing that you can do from this point after the intake has been completed. You can see that a new opportunity has been created inside the opportunities section for this customer. If we had added multiple vehicles, we would actually see multiple opportunities, one for each vehicle. And we have the ability to create an estimate out of this if we need to. I'm going to leave this be right now because we're going to cover writing an estimate or creating an estimate from opportunities in future modules. But for right now, just know that we've connected the dots. We've made it super, super easy to get customer intake, the customers to self-intake, and for you to capture customer information. So if they were to leave at this point, not all is lost. You don't just need to hope that they're going to come back in through your front door. You can actually proactively reach back out to them. You've got the notes, you've got their contact details, and you can reach back out to them. But let's say you came back to this customer, you had them fill out the customer details, you were maybe working with somebody else at your shop, and you said, here, go ahead and fill out the customer intake. I'll be right back, and then I'll be able to help you write a quick evaluation or write an estimate. After I finish, just fill out the intake form, and I'll be right back. Now you're back, and you can pull up their information. Yep, I've got it right here. I see you submitted it. Let me pull your car around back, and I can write up an estimate real quick. You can literally click the information, click Create Estimate, and you've got all their details, and you can jump straight into writing an estimate. You don't have to think about adding in a whole bunch of extra details. You got all the information you need to start writing that thing right there, right inside of the Dent Ops estimating software. So anyways, let's recap what we just went through, right? So first off, you sign into your account at app.dentops.com. If you haven't already created a Dent Ops account, you need to watch Module 1 video to set up your Dent Ops account. There's a link in the description, and we'll probably make a little pop-up as well to make it easy for you to get to. Then you're going to navigate over to Estimator. If you don't already have access to Estimator, you need to contact our support team for them to enable it on your account. It's completely free. Our contact information will be in the video description. Go ahead and click Opportunities at the bottom of the page. It's with an icon that looks just like this. Click View Intake Form. Then you can choose your sub-profile that you want to use the intake form for. Open that link, share that link, or download the QR PDF and print it off, use it on your front desk or the wall in your lobby. And then you can access those completed submissions like I just showed you, view the customer details in the client section, or create estimates from the opportunities page. Super, super easy, streamlines the whole process. You could probably get that done shorter than this whole video is, which is just incredible, and it's something you don't have to manually do. So, I mentioned some practical implementation ideas. I just wanted to kind of visualize them and reiterate them for just a second. First off, again, my favorite thing to do with this digital intake process is to download and print that document like I showed you, this very document right here, put it in a nice little frame, maybe print off a couple of them, stick them in a couple places in your front lobby or in your customer intake area. Just prominently display it. It's got all the instructions to tell the customer what you need them to do already, and it makes it really, really easy. So just a quick little visual for you to see what that might look like. You can easily share this if you download that link or just save that link into your notes. If you're manually texting customers or whatever, you could just save it in your notes and copy and paste it to them whenever you need them to do something. That's just the low-tech, easy thing that you can do. Or if you're using some kind of a phone or messaging system or email system, you can use that link, pre-fill it in some prefabricated emails or text messages that you automatically send out for your customers to automatically complete. You could also embed a link to the form directly into your website. Say there's a button on your website that says, complete our customer intake before bringing your car to the shop. Okay, that's really, really easy. A customer can go to your website, they can click the link, they could go ahead and fill that out, and by the time they even get to your shop, you've already got all of their information ready to go. You can help them that much faster. And again, make sure that they don't walk out your front door without you effectively capturing that customer. And if they do leave, you can always call them back. Try to get them back in. Again, you don't want to build your business off of hope. It's not a good business strategy. So, what are your next steps? First off, if you haven't already created and configured your Dent Ops account, you need to go configure your Dent Ops account. Watch Module 1 if you haven't already. Again, link is going to be in the description of this video. Try to give you a little pop-up as well. If Estimator is not already activated in your Dent Ops account, just shoot a quick note, a quick message over to the Dent Ops support team. They're going to be able to enable Estimator on your Dent Ops account very, very quickly. It's literally a button that we click on the back end. The contact information is going to be in the video description as well. Assuming you've got access, you've already got a Dent Ops account and you've got access to Estimator inside of your Dent Ops account, you can start using these digital intake forms immediately. It's just a free included part of the Dent Ops application. Integrate it into your daily operations. Use the heck out of it. It's going to save you a ton of time. Your customers are going to love it, and it's just going to bridge the gap between customers walking in your front door to you actually writing estimates and getting paid on these things, which we'll go over a lot of that stuff in future modules. And then the last step, you're doing great if you've gotten to this point so far. Just keep on going through our Hailstorm implementation series. We've got a lot more awesome stuff on the way that's going to be a huge, huge help for you. More tools like this, more strategies like this. And so appreciate you sticking with us. Keep on going. You're doing fantastic. We'll see you next time.